Okay guys, it's DIY time. We are doing Christmas ornaments, and I like doing weird Christmas ornaments. These are spiders that we're going to do. This is a do-it-yourself spider from Dollar Tree. All these parts cost less than $5. These are the items you'll need. As you can see, we have all kind of things. Scissors. You need a nice sharp pair of scissors to cut through all these packaging and tape. Wire cutters. Wire cutters are awesome. They'll be your best friend with this project. You'll have to cut all these tips off these forks and things. And these are ribbons. We'll use this for the silk that comes out of the spider. And these are little disco ball ornaments. These make good heads for the spiders. And these are just little colorful possible abdomens for the spiders. We ended up not using these, but we'll use the clear ones because they look cool when you stuff them full of ribbons. So the first thing you want to do is get your wire cutters here. Get a good pair because you're going to have to cut the tips off of all these forks. You're going to use the handle of the fork for the legs. Okay, here we go. Ready to rock and roll? These are all the forks. Let's separate them. We need three forks for each leg. Three forks for each leg, 4 legs, so we need 12 sections. So that whole bag of 24 forks costs like $1, so this is really cheap. And there's going to be 3 segments on each leg. Separate everything, take everything out of the packages, cut them, get all the string and ribbon ready to go. Now here you see me getting the ribbon ready. You got to pull the ribbon through the knife or a pair of scissors, and it makes it curly. And then you get all the curl and you shove it inside these clear, groovy looking ornaments. And it just looks neat, like it's their guts or something. And this, if I'd planned ahead, I would have just left the strand sticking out here, and that could be the silk coming out of the thing. But I did it difficult. I did it a difficult way and had to glue a little tail to it and then tie it to the tail. It would have looked much cooler just having it stick out of the back. So plan for that next time. This is the head. You hot glue the head on there, and these are the legs. And the legs, it's real important to get the angle right. You want to get the angle right, then you lay it on the table and you glue those together. And you can pretty much model most of the other legs out of that angle. Now these little legs are pretty weak, and the trick with hot glue is once it's drying, don't touch it. Just let it dry. Give it a good minute, 2 minutes, whatever it takes. Let it dry. Once it dries, it's really strong. But while it's drying, it'll just disintegrate in your hands while you're holding it. So as much as you can, try not to actually hold this stuff while it's drying for 2 reasons. You want it to dry straight, and you don't want it to drip on your fingers because this stuff is painful. So kids, be careful. Get your parents to help you if you're using a high temp hot glue gun. So these are all the legs. Made them all. You make them all beforehand, and you put your head and your abdomen in position, and you let the abdomen sit on the ground. You don't want to try to suspend this thing with these legs. These legs are very hard to stay on there, to keep them on there. This thing is very fragile. Okay, like most hot glued items, they're not super strong. So just be careful when you're doing this. So glue them in the position you want. Hold them. This is a pain because you have to hold it really still for a good minute to let it dry. You don't want to move this thing around while it's drying. They will pop right off there. So you see what I did? We got the 2 legs in the front, and then the abdomen is going to sit on the table while we put the other legs on. And this looks cool because it'll sit on the table with its belly on the table, supporting itself. Just the front legs will keep it from rocking around. And then when you hang it on a wall, it just makes a good angle. It looks really cool when you hang it on the wall. You want its head to be looking up, not down. So this forces the head to look up. And you just repeat, glue and repeat, glue and repeat. Just another set of legs, and you keep walking it back. You don't want to go too far back too fast because you'll run out of room, and you don't want your legs to go all the way around. You want to keep them left and right. You know, look like a realistic spider. You don't want to make a 360 with these legs. It'll just look bizarre, like some kind of strange star. So yeah, keep them close, and as much as you can, use objects to hold things in place because you will never be able to hold this stuff totally still. And I'm serious. If you've ever used hot glue, if you move it just a hair, it'll break the bond while it's drying, and then you have to start over again. It's a pain in the neck, and you end up getting hot glue all over everything. Big pain in the butt. So anyway, you hold this thing where you want. You can make the front legs look like they're grabbing something or whatever. I'm eventually going to do a Santa Claus spun in silk, and I'm sure Tim Burton would be proud if he saw that. But that's how we roll. We're kind of macabre here, and yeah, this is the other legs. You can kind of make them off level. Put one high, one low. Looks a little more natural than having them all exactly the same height. And yeah, it pays to get the hot glue sticks that are long because you'll go through a lot of hot glue. The little hot glue sticks are a pain in the neck. You got to keep feeding them with hot glue, and it's a pain in the neck. So clean up as you go. Pull the hairs off. This is the silk coming out the bottom, and here's the final product. This is what this thing looks like sitting on a table. Kind of cool. I'd rather hang it on the wall. So did some shots of it hanging on the wall too. I just think it looks cool hanging on the wall. But that's it. Under 5 minutes, you can make your own Christmas spider. You guys go do it. Have fun. Let me know how it goes. Give me a like, dislike, whatever you want. Subscribe. Let me know how it turns out for you. Thanks. Bye.